On September 15th, 1946, 21 airmen tragically lost their lives near Estevan in one of the worst aviation accidents in Canadian history. Within the last 6 years, a group of passionate people have been working to ensure the memory of these men are not forgotten. Joining the show, the author of Together Forever in the Clouds, Marie Donnet-Calder. First off, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here.
Now, let's talk about the events that are coming up here on the 8th and the 9th.
On the 8th, we are having some concurrent events happening that are open to the public, of course. One of them is a guided tour to Lester Heintzman's acreage, and that's where the Forever in the Clouds monument is. There are other items out there as well. It will be a guided tour, and if anyone chooses to go, there's a morning and an afternoon. The morning, we would ask you all to meet at the courthouse at 9:15. And for the afternoon, it would be at 1:45. And at the same time, Craig Bird is going to do a presentation on the British Commonwealth Air Training Plan at the Legion. And his times are 9:30 and 2. So as you can see, the two events are happening concurrently. You can take in both, choosing one in the morning, one in the afternoon.
Also, with Friday and Saturday, a really interesting opportunity for people to ride in a vintage airplane.
That's correct. We have a Tiger Moth, a Harvard, and a Cornell. And the Cornell was the plane that our airmen were flying back to the United States. So you would have the opportunity to book a ride, which is maybe once in a lifetime. And to do so, I would ask you to email.
And we'll also have that posted online on discoverestevan.com just for reference for people there. Now, for booking, I'm guessing it's going to be pretty easy. There is 2 chances for Friday and for Saturday.
They're going to be, all 3 airplanes will be here both days. So you would have opportunities to book probably at a time convenient to yourself. There is a cost involved, and a tax receipt will be issued for you. So that's happening both Friday and Saturday.
Now let's talk about some of the things planned for Saturday, 10 a.m. memorial dedication at the crash site.
That's correct, but we're asking people to come on out and be there by 9:45, and we will start at 10 o'clock sharp. And we will be unveiling the new memorial cairn. Actually, we have 8 grandchildren of these 21 airmen who are going to be unveiling the cairn. And then we have 6 children, and they are going to be laying a wreath. So you will have opportunities to meet families of these 21 airmen. They're coming from Spain, the Isle of Crete, England, various states in the United States, and of course from Canada.
Really goes to show you how all of these men were all connected with different parts around the world.
Yes, they were. And I know that at the time of the accident, the people of Estevan came out en masse to help. They even opened their doors to the families because at the time we didn't have much for hotel rooms, and the RCAF occupied all of those rooms. So the families they needed to be billeted, and people in Estevan literally opened their doors and their arms to support them. And I would love to see that kind of support again from the community. This is a public event. It is people traveling from all over the world to be here. And wouldn't it be great if they could see how wonderful Estevan is and how welcoming and supportive we are.
And with that, the last thing we should mention, what is planned for the airport, 11 to 2. What can you tell me about that, Marie?
So we're having a barbecue. The co-op is kind enough to bring out their equipment and food and so on. And they're going to be offering, for $5, you can get either a hot dog or a hamburger, plus a drink and a cookie.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Marie, this is going to be a really great event, and I'm really looking forward to having all these people come from around the world to see our beautiful corner of the Southeast, and hopefully we can get a lot of people enjoying all of the events that you have going on for it.
I really hope so. And again, I'd like to reiterate that I'd love to see the support of the people, not just Estevan, obviously, but people in general. Come on out. Let's show that we have not forgotten. Lest we forget are kind of empty words. Let's prove that we're not forgetting.
Author of Together Forever in the Clouds, Marie Donnet-Calder. Thank you so much for joining me here today.
It was my great pleasure. Thank you for your support.